Welcome to the Painters in Reviews. Today I'm going to be comparing a Leffe Prestige that I've got a keg in there in the Philips Perfect Draft Pro cooled down to 5 degrees Celsius. I'm going to be comparing it to a Leffe Blonde from a bottle. I got the bottle from Asda. I believe the deal was 4 for £7. It was absolutely ridiculous. I'm down to my last bottle of the stuff. Be honest, I haven't particularly enjoyed it. I've had Leffe last in a Wetherspoons. Leffe Blonde. I had that at Christmas time. Remember it being pretty decent on draft. I haven't had a Leffe Blonde from the Perfect Draft as yet, but that's what I intend to do at some point. I have had a Leffe Summer and I've had a Leffe Winter, both very different. But the Leffe Summer I would say is quite comparable to the Blonde, maybe a touch more subdued. I didn't find it at all watery, but a little bit more refreshing, I would say, for the sunshine. Whereas the Leffe Blonde is supposed to be their all-rounder, I would say. Not really a kind of a jack of all trades, master of none, but relatively decent, mid-range Belgian beer, I suppose. The Leffe Winter was very, very good. I try to put my beers in the correct glassware, or at least to style. What I've got is I've got a Delirium Tremens beer glass that I got in Belgium. I've got this from the Delirium Tremens place in where was it? It was Brussels. I also got which I'm very keen on, my Delirium Tremens bottle opener, which I'll be using for the Leffe Blonde. The Leffe Blonde, I wasn't really sure what to put it in. I haven't got, as I say, I haven't got any Leffe glasses, any goblets, but I have got a Pavel Quack stagecoach glass, I think is the idea of it. It's Belgium, so I'm gonna go with that. I think it will be all right in there. It's quite a wide opening at the top, but it's obviously got the thin bit here, which helps with the bubbles. From memory, the Leffe Blonde out of the bottle is pretty carbonated, so that should be pretty good. So anyway, I think I'll get them poured. Okay, so I've now got the drinks. Here's the Leffe Blonde, 6% AB InBev UK Limited. So yeah, it says brewed by InBev Belgium, so maybe it's and then distributed in UK, so perhaps they brew a special slightly weaker one for us. Aren't we lucky? As I said before, I'm gonna put this in my Pavel Quack glass. Ooh. Smells of that typical Leffe twang, the yeast. Now that is a lot of head. Right, gives me some time now then to pour the big boy. Getting close to the end of this keg. Right, so here's the Prestige. There's the, so to my eye, the Prestige is more of a bronzy colour, whereas the one in the Quack glass, the regular Leffe Blonde, or the 6% Leffe Blonde, it's definitely more golden. Let's get a sniff of, oh yeah, everything much more dialed up. It's the Leffe twang, more of the pronounced Belgian candied fruits, I'd say. Let's give the blonde a go. The head's dissipated a good bit, but obviously still quite meaty. In that glass you do get the good aroma. I've never tried this, I've only ever had quack in this glass before. Everything's pretty subtle. I haven't had this for a few days, but the big boy. Much richer. Apologies for the dogs barking, I think there's been a knock at the door. Much richer. So this one's way more intensive vanilla, banana-y, fresh pear flavour, a lot more complex. Oh, I'm back. Friday night takeaway tonight. It came a little bit sooner than I expected, so I'll cut to the chase with this. The Leffe Blonde is really bland, especially I imagine it would be compared to the Leffe Blonde on the Perfect Draft. If it's anything like how it is in the pub, it's really disappointing in the bottle, especially this UK stuff. Whereas the Leffe Prestige, it's a real treat. I will order it again. What I will say is definitely go easy on it. It's definitely a sipper, not a sessioner whatsoever. How does it compare to other similar beers? I've had the Quack Brewed. My dogs are here. I've had the Quack Brewed. That's also very good. I think it's more of a rich, darker fruit sort of flavour, dried fruits, whereas the Leffe is more of a fresh berries and sweet, like the Belgian candy sort of flavour profile. So they are very distinctive drinks. I would have the Quack again. I've had the Quack Blonde. That is probably closer to this Leffe Prestige, but it's not quite as knock your block off. It's a 7.4. Obviously, if you get a bit too carried away with it, it'll do you damage. So I would give out of 10 the Leffe Blonde. It's a 5. It's not terrible, but it's not something that I enjoy. Whereas the Leffe Prestige it's right up there. I'd actually go as far as to give it a 10, an actual 10 out of 10. I don't think I'm going to give very many 10 out of 10s, but that is a special beer. Definitely one as a treat. I think I'll get another keg at Christmas time. Thank you for watching. Do the usual YouTube things. This is the first video out for me. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, give me any feedback, any ways I can improve. I feel like it's not coming natural to me right now. I do feel quite wooden. I would like to get my knowledge out there a bit more in the future. Right, thanks for watching.